Have any of you guys ever tried to get approached by a woman that was so fucking ugly that the only excuse you can come with just to get rid of her was, yeah, I'm a homosexual, so bye bye. Yeah, stay tuned and listen. So the story is about me working as a waitress for a bunch of college students at their prom night, and somehow this event gone from stressful to funny to embarrassing to yo, fuck my life, I want to get out of here. But I wasn't only a waitress, I was actually standing in the closet for 1 hour, receiving jackets and etc. And after that I was mostly standing as a bartender. And trust me, being a bartender isn't as glamorous as you guys think. You kind of feel like a god with a lot of power and etc. But no, you only have power of the alcohol, and everybody gonna come and flirt with you and being such a weirdo or act like they're your best friend, or like, oh, we gonna hang out and blah blah blah, just to get a little bit more alcohol in their cup. So before I start out, let me just give you some information so we can understand this situation a little bit better. 1. I do not have anything against gay people, I just said that so I could continue doing my work and, serve other people. 2. I would never call a girl ugly unless she bombarded her face with makeup. In my personal opinion, I think it's extremely unattractive. 3. The college system in Denmark is quite different compared to the American one. For us, it's a mixture of college and high school, and it's named Gymnasium. 4. I was working for a company called Din Tjener, also known as Your Waiter, and it wasn't really like a waiter company, it was more like event assistant for a night. So whenever there was a big event or some hotels needed some assistant, they would call us, say, hey, we need like 20 people for this night or something like that, and I'll be there. So April 7th, 2018 was the day. It all started out quite slowly with me just setting up chairs and tables and preparing the closet for when people come, they can get a number and then leave. So it was finally time for the seniors to come, and I got the order for me to stand in the bar, and it was all going slowly and nicely, no problem until the first 4 hours, and then I got the time to speak with them a little bit, like, yo, what school are you guys from and etc. They say this is a really weird name that you guys maybe can't pronounce, but Rüsselstein, Rüsselstone, something like that. That's probably the closest thing to the English word, but anyway, Rüsselstein is a school for rich kids as far as I know. Anyway, after a little chit chat, I've got to speak with them, and then my boss told me, yo, you need to go to the closet, the sophomores are coming, and I was like, okay, cool, let me just go and help them out. After 5 hours of working, I wasn't really that tired until I got to the closet. Yo, I'm telling you, the closet was overflowing and the jackets hanging on top of each other, and I swear you couldn't breathe. You would sweat like, somebody please change with me, get me out. And we were like 8 people handling the jackets. So here is where the fun starts. After some minutes of receiving jackets, some of the seniors came by and just wanted the jackets, just to leave, but we couldn't. We got ordered to say, no, you guys can't leave right now, or maybe can't get your jacket because we are too busy to do that right now. Then one of the Danish students came over to me and asked, yo, I swear I have to leave right now, it's really important and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, come on, can you wait just a little bit? She was like, no, it's really important. Yeah, okay. I was kind of pissed because the most of the third year students, they couldn't understand, like, yo, why can't you just give us our jackets so we can leave and etc. But this girl, she could see that I was frustrated, and I was just an extremely nice person to give her a jacket before the time, because I got an order to not do that right now. Anyway, she received her jacket and she tried to hug me, and I was like, oh, 1,000 times thanks, Becky. I wish there was something that I could do for you. And I swear, know what I answered? I was like, suck my dick, please. I actually said it with a serious face, and I actually meant it because I was so frustrated. I didn't care who the fuck looked at me or what they think at me. I were just like, yo, come on. And I know my boss was actually that cool. If I lived to get a BJ, he was like, yeah, go for it, my man. But anyways, the story is not done. It just started, okay? So everybody around me, they heard it. They laughed a little bit with me. Even the girl, she hugged me again. She was like, okay, thanks. She just hugged me, bye-bye. Then left again. Hashtag friendzoned. But anyway, I couldn't handle it anymore. So I went out, took a little break, just to cool down a little bit. And I went straight behind the bar just to do my work again. Imagine me standing there. I was like, yeah, I'm fresh. Let me start on. I'm fresh and new. I'm cooled off and blah, blah, blah. After 5 minutes, guess what happened? A random girl approaches me. Now, I swear I tried to find a picture that could look a little bit like for about a week, but it was impossible. But pretty much you can imagine this. It's something that you would see on MTV, maybe in Geordie Shore or something like that. So from down to top, she had like silver stilettos. She was extremely skinny and extremely tanned, like not African actual black. No, you can see like it was bronzed, and I don't know what the fuck she was looking at, but it looked like a mess, okay? Like she actually got colored. Anyway, short silver dress, actual silicone boobs, and imagine she was so skinny that her silicone boobs straight up looked like two balls glued to her body. Like I felt like I could grab on them and just pull them off. That's how they look like. Anyways, face bombarded with makeup, so much browning powder that she actually got lighter than her fucking body. Duck lips, fake eyelashes, and puffed up black hair. Like, I don't know. Holly from Geordie Shore is probably the closest thing that I can think about. Alright, back to the point. So she approached me, she came over, said, yo, I want a vodka Red Bull. And I was like, sure, there you go. And the entire night, I was actually really nice to people. I was only supposed to pour up maybe 2 centiliter per cup of alcohol, but I was nice. Sometimes I pour up 3, sometimes I pour up 4. And how do bartenders measure that? They usually have a little cap on their bottles, every single time you pour, it's gonna pour a little bit of alcohol, then it's gonna breathe, and then it's gonna pour out again and breathe. Every single pour is pretty much a centiliter and is equal to 10 milliliters. Anyway, I remember to this girl, I actually poured 3 centiliters and she was like, more. I was like, yo, calm down. I already gave you more than I was supposed to give you. She took the drink, smiling, put the straw in her mouth and started to kind of dance, flirt and smile with me and etc. I was like, yo, 40 kronos. Then after she pointed straight at my chest, she was like, I think you're cute. Are you going to stand there the entire day, or can you hang out with us after? Yeah, and the most straight up impulsive answer just came by and I was like, yeah, I'm homosexual, so bye. And trust me, this is the funniest part. So straight up, she got pissed, just took her drink and then left. The second she left, I closed my eye, took a big breath and then yelled, yo, who's the next? And this is the funniest thing. The guy right behind the fucking girl was actual homosexual. And this motherfucker actually heard that I said, yo, I'm homosexual. So then he started to flirt with me. What the fuck? What's going on around here? You rich kids are out of this world. So as I realized this guy was flirting with me, every single of my muscle fibers in my body was starting to cramping up of how much I wanted to laugh and rage and scream. Like literally every single emotion in my brain went through my body and my brain turned off for 5 or 6 seconds and I just looked at the guy as my body was cramping up and one of my friends was standing right behind me. I just said like, yo Victor, please take over, I need to get some air again. And I was literally coming in from my break like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, that was pretty much the story. Like, yeah, I worked for 3 hours after that and then I went home. It's always one of the funniest things to mesmerize back to one of your casual days and then see like, yo, that was actually a funny day that happened for me. But anyways, if anybody got offended, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. And if you liked the video, please leave a like, maybe a subscribe would help me a lot. And make sure to stay tuned if you want a little laugh. I will definitely bring you more soon. Until next time, I see ya. Goodbye.